Alright guys, welcome back to the shed. So we're getting back onto the 125. We're going to fit the steering head and we're going to fit the bearings back in. Now this bike in particular, it uses the cheapest method for the bearings, which is out of race and a race, and it's loose ball bearings that sit in between them. Now obviously having loose ball bearings is a pain because we've got to try and keep them all in place as we put this back in, which, as you can imagine, can become a bit of a nightmare. So the best way to actually do this is get your grease, and we'll just get a layer of grease in there. Now once we've done this, what we'll do is our ball bearings, and we'll just stick them there. Now the grease will hold them in place, but obviously don't go nuts, don't be too rough, otherwise you are just going to knock them off. You've got to put enough grease on here that they stick, but obviously you don't want too much. Too much grease can do more harm than good, unfortunately. But anyway, right, there, there. Right, so as you can see, that's our bottom bearings in place. Now we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing here, but just in the opposite side of the race. Now, newer races will have the ball bearings pretty much captured inside a plastic bearing carrier so that they can't fall out, and they're just, it's like a big washer really with the ball bearings attached. So put these in place. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right, so that's all our top bearings in place. As we're going to grease up this bottom race. Again, don't need to go nuts, but just enough to cover. There we go. Right, we'll take our top one, and so we can see this bevel here, so that goes this way. So we'll do the same. We'll grease up that. That's brilliant. I'm going to sit that on there. Right, now this is a bit where we need to be extremely careful. So I'm going to take steering headstock, whatever you choose to call it. We're going to grab a box and we're going to place it below. Okay, and the reason we're doing that is because as we feed this up, we don't want to drop any of the bearings on the floor, because we risk losing them. So we place the box below. If any fall, then they're going to fall into that box. Easy does it. Right, there we go. So on, just make sure we're the right way. I'm going to drop that down. We're just going to get a little wiggle about. Make sure we're down. And we're going to put the adjustment cap on. Now whatever you do, keep this straight. Don't let it turn, because if it turns, you can actually roll the ball bearings out, or you risk rolling them out. So we'll just keep it tight, and we'll just run this down. Bye bye box, bye bye. Right, so what we're going to do is we'll just hold the bottom, hold the top. We're going to basically take it and we're going to do this with it. Right, and there's no movement there, so that's a good thing. I can feel notchiness. We do need a new bearing. You can feel it just juddering a wee bit. So that will get picked up on its MOT, should get picked up at its MOT, although it might fade away as the grease wears in. We'll wait and see. Probably not, but that's the thing. So again, no movement in that headstock, so that's good. Maybe loosen that off, just go a turn. Yeah, we'll still get that notchiness, that's fine. There's nothing we can do about that until we can get a new one anyway. And at the moment, trying to get a new one of these is a nightmare. The replacement headrace bearings for these actually come with half the amount of bearings in a plastic carrier, which to me is actually worse than having them loose, because the force that's been exerted on these ball bearings is doubled. So if you get 20 in there, the forces are over the 20 ball bearings. So if you take 10 of them away, you're now down to 10. So you've got the same force on half the amount of bearings, which, you know, I would say is worse off. I'll maybe go on and see if I can find these particular parts. I've got the size listed anyway, so we'll see. But that's that fitted. Alright guys, until next time, I'll catch you later.